Irrespective of how long you've been selling for, whether you're new to sales or you've been doing it for a number of years, there are a number of common sales mistakes that salespeople tend to make. I'm going to walk through a couple of these for you now. The first one is not qualifying out an unwinnable sale. What would you suggest is an unwinnable sale? Well, to me, in recruitment, it is an opportunity that you know that you are never really going to be able to fill, or the client is not willing to pay the sort of margins or even the salary that the candidate or the agency are looking for. To me, that is an unwinnable sale. Now, there's nothing worse than spending a lot of time working on a job that you know that you're never going to fill, to find out halfway through that it really is impossible. At that point, all you're doing is wasting your time and eventually letting your customers down. We need to qualify out the job at the beginning of the sales process. Is it a job that we want to fill and that we are able to fill? If it is, then we go for it. If it isn't, then you let your customers know and you tell them why, so you can educate your customers accordingly. Another mistake that we tend to make is spending too much time with people that we're comfortable with rather than key decision makers. In any sales process, it's wonderful when you find someone within an organisation who's very happy to talk with you, to spend time with you, take you out for coffees and all that sort of good stuff. But actually, if they are not a key decision maker, then potentially, again, we are wasting our time. We need to ask the customer, are you a decision maker, or who else needs to be involved in the decision making process as we discuss this? You find that out, you then contact and you sell to that person as much as the other person as well. Another issue that tends to arise, or a mistake that we tend to make, is working to our timing, not our customers. Now, you must understand, the reason why customers use recruitment companies is because they want to save some time. There are other reasons as well, but predominantly it is to save them some time. If we are not working to their timing, then potentially we are wasting their time ultimately, and they are not able to achieve the projects that they are trying to achieve. Having said that, on the flip side of this, we mustn't act subserviently to our customers. We mustn't let our customers push us around when it comes to how we work. We run an agency, we know what we're doing, we know how to do it, and we've been doing it for a number of years. So we need to educate and let our customers know that this is the process that we follow, and this is the timing it will take in order to find them the candidates that they are looking for. Another error that comes up frequently is allowing ourselves to be put off too easily. We'll be thrown a number of objections during the sales process. It may be that we have a preferred supply agreement in place, we don't use agencies, you're too expensive, etc., etc. What can tend to happen when we get an objection like that is we can tend to just simply walk away. What we must do is make sure that we really understand why they have that objection, qualify it, understand it in more detail, and question them further so we can really get to the root cause of why they're feeling what they're feeling. At that point, you can then start solving some of those questions and objections that they have. Getting down to price prematurely can often be an issue as well. The reason why I say this is that in recruitment, we are selling a service, and we should be selling the quality of our service as the key driver of why customers should be buying from us. If we jump in straight away at price, all we are doing is playing in a big pond where lots of people are flying around trying to work out what is the cheapest option they can get. We should be selling on the quality of our service, not how much it costs. Because we know that if we deliver a great quality service, we can charge accordingly for that, and that will enable the customers to achieve their objectives ultimately. We need also to empathise with different buyer profiles. I often use the analogy that if I was going to buy a car, what are maybe 2 or 3 things I'll be looking for in a new car? It could be the speed, it could be the colour, it could be the size of the engine. Having said that, I may ask somebody else, and their 3 criteria could be how safe it is, will it fit the children in, can they get all their luggage in, etc., etc. So we have different reasons why we buy things. It's very important when we're selling to make sure we understand what are the buyer profiles of our customers and ensure that we adapt our sales pitch accordingly. We mustn't have one-size-fits-all process for all our customers. And the final thing that comes up, and one of the biggest mistakes that comes up, and this is very, very typical in recruitment, is where we make excuses rather than solving problems. There will be times in recruitment when you're delivering your process that things will go wrong. Candidates may not turn up for a job, your database may go down, you may not be able to find candidates in the first place, whatever reason it may be. Now, we are in charge of the process. It is up to us to take accountability and ownership of that process. So what we must do is not hide away and hope the issue will go away. We need to address it straight away, take ownership of it, and sort it out and fix it. It's very simple as that. If you do that, your customers will believe that you are trying to make a difference for their business and not just trying to make a sale.